I'm live. Hi everyone. So I am on live this evening a little early because I want to make sure there are no glitches. And I'm going to check to see if I am showing on YouTube first, because that's where I'm supposed to be. And then Facebook. Facebook is fine too. Okay. Oh, Kristy with Kristy's Craft Room just went live.
Do you need the TV on or no? You have access to the chat on that app. Remember?
Yes, I do.
So you don't need to have Facebook.
Right. It's just nicer when I can glance up there and see it, but I guess I can't now. I have to look at the stream.
I mean, you could just glance at.
Oh, I kind of don't like that you can't see how many people are on.
You might be able to.
Hi, Minnie. So I am on YouTube as well. And why, Jay? You're so weird. He's weird. Okay. Let me jump back over here. How are you this evening? It's Wednesday. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Yes, I did. Hmm? Yes. Okay. So let me turn on my front facing camera so I can say hello to everybody and tell you that I am crafting this evening with Crafty Creators Community. And yes, I am doing much better than yesterday. That's good that you're doing good. I'm on this evening with Crafty Creators Community, and we are doing, hi Jerry Lynn, hi Julie, it's good to see you all. Okay, so I came on a little bit early, like 4 minutes early, just to make sure that I didn't have any glitches or anything. But I am here with Crafty Creators Community this evening, and the name of our event for this evening is Springtime Shabby Chic. So I'll be showing you in a moment what I'll be doing, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Look at that chick behind me. Do you see that little chick bag? It's so cute. Let me show you. He's kind of blurry because he's in the background, but I saw this at Hobby Lobby and I immediately thought pillow. So I'm probably gonna, it's a shame, but I don't have any small grandkids at the moment. Mine are grown. But wouldn't this be the cutest little thing to go to, like an Easter egg hunt and gather up all your little eggs and just hang it off one arm and toss in your eggs real quick, because you got to have all the jelly beans you can get, right? But when I saw it, I thought pillow, and I thought I would remove the handles and stuff it with some polyfill and just hot glue the top closed, and then you've got a cute little puffy pillow that you can add to decor. Yes, isn't it cute? It's just a face, and it's just so cute with eyelashes and everything. Hi Potter, I see you as Potter now. It's coming up as Potter, so that is interesting. Yes, I was slightly early. That's okay. I haven't started yet. So Hobby Lobby. Actually, in my Hobby Lobby, when you first go in, that initial wall that they have in the like seasonal or holiday section, like normally where they have the Christmas stuff, or they have Easter stuff, or you know, all the seasonal type stuff. It was on the first aisle, right on the front side. There was more than just the chick. There was one or two other ones. There might have been like a bunny and something else. Maybe only two. But I just thought it was the cutest thing and had to get it. Oh. I already cut the tag off. Sorry. It was cheap though. It wasn't that expensive at all. I want to say the stuff was 40% off, and I want to say this was like $2.99. So it wasn't expensive at all. But that's what that is. It's a little bag. And since it's after 7 now, I'm going to make my little announcement again. Hi, Tammy. I am here tonight with Crafty Creators Community, and I did jump on a little bit early. And yeah, I just needed to test out some technical stuff. So, oh, now I'm showing you here. Okay. Yes, now you have. Okay, so it was Potter, and now it's Crafty Creators Community. Okay. And we have the Springtime Shabby Chic theme tonight. So, let me switch my camera so you can still see me in the lower corner. And you can also see the stuff that I have set out to get started here. And yes, it is a cute peep, Tammy. I didn't see what you said. I just saw that you were here. So I'm going to be using my Junk Monkey Vintage White Paint again. And I found a new place where I live here in North Carolina. And it's called, if I'm not mistaken, it's called Repurposed Goods. Apparently it's been around for a really long time, and I've been missing out, okay? Because this place was massive, and it's like crafters, not quite heaven, but it's definitely like, I'll be going back. I bought this right here, this little potted, I don't even know what this is made out of, to be honest, but it has 4 little feet on it, the little spongy feet, and it came with these flowers that I'm not a fan of. It's just all kind of too blendy, matchy for me. So this is what I paid for it. Let me turn it this way. $1, guys, for this, okay? But I'm going to take it apart, and we're going to redo it, and we're going to use these flowers, and we're also going to paint it. So it's going to look more shabby chic when we're done, and definitely more springtime-ish. And I also may use this from the Dollar Tree, this Craft Floral Foam. Okay, so I've got my brush. I may grab a bigger brush. Oops, grab 2. Let me see. I don't know. I think I'll just use this brush because it's small. So we are going to deconstruct this. There's already foam in here, and I'm not going to throw these away because that's who I am. But I am going to, excuse me, it's so cold outside today. Oh, there's something sticking out of the middle there. Interesting. It could just be a stem. Yeah, it's just a stem from something that fell out, I think. All right, so we've got it down to here, and I think this is reusable. There's another stem and another. Let's get all of these out of here so they don't cause an issue later. No, because see how it's angled? So he had the idea to take it out and flip it upside down so that I could work with it from the other side, but see how it's angled? It won't fit. It's too big on top. But I think we're good. There's enough in here for me to use it just the way it is. So I'm going to set these aside. There's some good greenery in here. And the flowers aren't ugly. They're just not my color preference, but I may use them for something else at some other point. Mix it with something else. And who knows, maybe I'll add some back. What's that? Oh, yes, it's in, oh, there might be one in Lexington. There may be one in Lexington. Unless I have the name wrong. I'm pretty sure it's I don't want to be wrong, so I'm going to look it up real quick. I took a picture of a shirt. Reconsidered Goods. So this is they sell shirts with their logo, and it's called Reconsidered Goods, and it's in Greensboro, North Carolina. Okay? All right, put my phone aside. Hi, Blue Jay Vintage. What's your first name? So I can call you by your name and not your business name. Yeah, don't forget to like, guys. I always forget to like when I'm watching someone. For some reason, I just forget to like. So, especially on YouTube. Tanya? Is that how you say it? Tanya? Okay, I'm programming my mind to try to remember that, because that's what I have to do. All right, I'm going to get started with my painting so that I don't run over, and I'm going to use my handy dandy scissors to open this. I already shook it, but I am going to give it a stir once I get it open. This is Junk Monkey Vintage White, and I do have a link in my description for this, so if you're interested. Junk Monkey paint is my go-to, even though I do use Waverly and all of the other smaller bottles, the Apple Barrel and Deco Art and Plaid, all of those, all of the above, but this is my favorite all-time paint. So actually I'm thinking to shabby this up a little. I'm going to paint this brown first. I'm going to grab a plate. And I'm going to paint it brown first so that when I paint white over it, excuse the noises, my goodness, so that when I paint white over it, I can distress it some. Hello, Mac and Ella. My daughter just came home, and they get all excited whenever someone comes in, so I apologize. And they quiet down once they realize. Or they don't. Once they realize who it is. Hi, guys. So just a light single coat here. Boy, they're loud for little people, little animals, little beings. I just realized I do not have my paint paper down. Y'all, I was beside myself what I was going to do tonight. And I literally just decided like an hour ago. So I'm not as prepped as I usually am, and I just got it on the thing anyway. So I'm probably not going to paint the bottom. And it doesn't matter if some of this comes off, because this is just my base color. But it would have been better for me to have my paper down, and I didn't even take the sticker off yet. Look at me. What is going on tonight? Dogs barking, noise always happening, right? So I have a Yorkie Maltese mix, and that is Mac, aka Bethwin knows his nickname. Bethwin, what's his nickname? Do you remember? Mac. And then there's Ella, and she is a Las Opso. So I got my $1 sticker off. Isn't that a good deal for $1, y'all? All right, let me dry these 3 sides a little without knocking my glue gun over. You did. You got it right. My husband said macaroni. She got it right. Good job. Yes, she got it right. And then Ellabella. Ellabella. I don't know why do we have silly names for humans and animals. I mean, my kids had some funny names too. And Sarah is... yeah. So, Sarah is not going to be here tonight. My son is here. He's Maestro Perlo that you see there. His name is JJ. Macarella. You just named them together. That's cute. All right, so that's like already almost completely dry. So I'm just going to set it down and paint this last side here. I'm not going to worry about the bottom because we don't see the bottom once it's all said and done, right? Although that does make for a finished product. I like to leave a little bit of a sneak peek, if you can, as to what it was before. So I'm not bothered by the green at all. I just want to make something a little brighter and white and pink and shabby looking. So that is my reason for painting it white in a moment. And if I don't get this up now, it will be a bear later to get off. These mats, I think they absorb things sometimes. See, it's already starting to kind of... That's okay. This is a new mat. I just got it for my birthday in February. Okay. So let me dry this side. And then grab another brush. And we will go... Not Tia. So, where is Tia? Tia just got home. She's probably going to be making dinner for her fam. And then we're all getting together tomorrow to have some... Where are my glasses? Because I cannot see a thing. I don't recognize Decima. JJ. That could be... Yeah, I was thinking that was a stink bug. It is. That's... You need to block them. I see where I missed a little bit here. When you see something like that, like with the period, yeah. Stink bug. I don't know, maybe something in another language perhaps, or maybe it brings other trolls in. I'm not sure. Okay, so this is dry. I'm going to put my brown brush in the water. I poured way too much paint. That is a total waste. I'm just going to rinse this real quick. Oh, I want to show you guys something. I made this yesterday for International Women's Day, and it's got totally dazzled all around the frame and some little pearl stickers, and she's got a pearl necklace on, and it says, "I love the woman I've become because I fought to become her." This is just a hair piece that I bought at Joann's on clearance, and it's got a little bit of sparkle in the middle, and then I diamond dusted her, and I put cardstock behind her. So, and the frame is just an old frame that I probably picked up at Goodwill or Salvation Army store, And I painted it white with this Junk Monkey white paint, and I did this yesterday. So I'm kind of proud of that one. It's hard for me to say stuff like that. I don't know why, but I am. I'm proud of that one. I'm just gonna say it. I really like it. Okay, so now this is dry, so I'm gonna go over it with my Junk Monkey white. And then we're gonna dry it and distress it a little, and then we're gonna add some flowers. And you have to make sure, well, you don't have to, but I implore you to watch the rest of the crafters tonight, because they are some shabby chic pros, let me tell you. And can Sarah DIY it? Is she on tonight? She is so funny. And I know, Tammy, I know, I found it on the internet, and I did it on my Cricut, and it's all cardstock. Even the letters are cardstock, and I painstakingly had to put them on some masking tape so that I could get them onto her without, like, I couldn't use transfer tape because it would have pulled off of her, because she is also cardstock. Black, just a piece of black cardstock, and the transfer tape would have tore her up, the silhouette of her. So I had to use masking tape that I had to fuzz first and make it less sticky than it already is. And then I'm going to dry these two sides, and put this over here for a second. And it took a while to get those letters straight and down right, but and I didn't do that. I did that like ahead of time, so I'm going to distress where that extra paint is on the edges there, so I'm not that worried about that. Okay, it's dry enough for me to continue. And what else was I just talking about? I was talking about something else, but I forgot. So a lot of that is just cardstock on a frame with some Totally Dazzled and some little pearl stickers that I happened to pick up. And just time, but the time is fun. It's crafting and it's relaxing. And oh, I know what I was talking about, and I got sidetracked. Squirrel. I was talking about going and watching the rest of the Crafty Creators Community this evening, because, ooh, I didn't get the top part in the brown, but that's okay. That is okay. Because you're really not going to see this once the flowers are all in. So after me is Tammy with Crafty Peep. You can see she's on here. And then is Can Sarah DIY It? Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I did make that. I think I left it downstairs. Joe, would you mind going and getting that? The little beaded carrot that I made? It's above the sink in the kitchen, on that platform. Yeah, that's fine, JJ. So I made a little beaded carrot, and I posted it in Art and Craft Showcase. Hi, Bonnie. Okay, where did I leave off? Over here. And a lot of people like that little carrot. It literally took me less than 5 minutes to make, because it's just different size beads, right? And then they're on twine, a super thin twine, not a jute twine. And then I made a tassel at the top with the twine and cut it so that it looks like the carrot top. And the twine that I used is from Dollar Tree. It's this green and white, just cotton. to me it's twine, but it was in their yarn section, so that could be where you find it. Okay, side number 4. And then, so I have my weeping cherry trees in my yard starting to bloom, poor things, because it's going to be cold the next couple days and they're just going to shrivel up. All the little buds that started to come out. My hydrangeas started to come out and I'm like, no guys, the weather tricked you. Go back. Go back. Hi, Pauline.
Here, sorry, I had to turn the sauce down.
Oh, there's Bonnie.
Here.
Please don't block me. I'm just a newbie. We won't block you. We won't block you.
Who is it?
Bonnie.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a way that we can see who the stink bugs are. Okay. So here's the little carrot. And you can paint the beads orange if you want to. But and you can even trim this down further. To make it like different lengths if you want to, but this is my carrot top, and then all I did was tie a knot in the bottom to hold that tiniest bead down, and I think these start at 10 millimeters, then go up from there to like 14, 16, 20, and then 24, I think that top one is. So I have tons of beads. If I step aside for a second, maybe the other way, you can see back there all the jars of beads that I have. So I have a lot of beads. I get them from Amazon when I see them like for like 17% off. They always have like weird little discounts and stuff in Amazon. But that's how I pick up my beads. And you could paint this orange. You could paint it to match your decor. You could even use regular twine. It would just have to be thin. And I doubled this through it. If you go join Art and Craft Showcase, there's a video on there of me making this, so you can see it there. Maybe I'll share that to my Design&Vine page so you can go see it there as well. But that's just a quick way if you want to go see. It's really simple to make. Okay, let me go ahead and dry this. Not with my glue gun though. Y'all, I literally picked up my glue gun to dry it. It's one of those days. Yesterday was worse though, so I'm not gonna complain at all. Thanks. It's tiny. I love tiny things. Yes, thank you for coming. Oh, and then the queen of Shabby Chic, Tammy with Crafty Peep is up right after me, and she's bomb.com with Shabby Chic too. She makes beautiful bows and beautiful crafts. And then after Tammy is Sarah can Sarah DIY it. And then after Sarah is Kristy with Kristy's Crafty Cottage, and I don't know, she's just the queen to me of Shabby Chic. She can Shabby Chic just about anything, I think. Okay, I think we're good. I don't want it 100% dry. I want it to be a little damp, and here's why. When I go to de-stress this, distress, that word sounds funny to me right now. I don't know why. So I'm just going to take a sanding block from Dollar Tree, okay, and like on the edges here where the paint kind of doubled over, it's gonna take that off and it's gonna stress it for me. De-stress it. De-stress. Why does that word sound funny to me right now? On Facebook. I'm sorry, I didn't say that. And that is owned by Deb Brown. Okay. Come around to this side. I'm just touching where normal wear and tear would occur on edges. That's how you get a shabby, distressed look, okay? And here's more of that paint that kind of bubbled up on the corners. Not bubbled up, but I didn't clean it up well because I knew I was going to be doing this. I'm going to grab the top of each edge here. You know what I didn't think to do? I could have chalked on one of these sides. Maybe I'll get daring and paint a flower if we have extra time at the end. So I'm just going to take the corner of my sanding block and get down in the corner of here because there's a little bit of extra paint and I like the little line that it made there. I'm going to do that on each side. I'm going to take, if I can find it real quick, my old architecture brush. I studied interior design at a local college here for 3 years, 1 year shy of a degree. It just got too time demanding and I was raising kids at the time, so I opted to step out of that arena for a little while, and then when I went back I got a degree in computers instead, so I never did go back and finish that, even though it's my greatest love. I love interior design. And we kept the bottom green. So now that that is done, I'm going to take all of this, just tap off my sanding block, cover my paint, and again I used Junk Monkey Vintage White. I think I said antique white before. The little cans just pop closed. I don't know if you heard that. Sometimes I'll hammer them in later. So I save everything, guys. This is from years ago, and I still have it. So my kids say I save way too much. Okay, so now we have our little vintage vase, and we're going to take some flowers and some greenery. These look like little eggs, don't they? I'm not sure what they are because I don't think they're pussy willows because those are white, but they could maybe be a form of them or a crossbreed of some kind. I'm not going to really fuss with the tags because I think I'm going to cut most of these off because this is so little. But I have pink ones and I have yellow ones, and then I have this dogwoody cherry stem. All of these are from Joann's. They always have beautiful, beautiful small stems like this that you can pick up for like $3 and under. I think Michael's has them too, but they're different kinds of picks. Like this is like a mini stem and you get a lot of flowers on it. So it's really cool. Then I have this, not sure if I'm going to use this yet, little like pearl-like egg shapes on that too. And I kind of have two of everything. I grabbed two of the florals, two of those egg things in each color, and I may not use all of these either, but this is a light pink, which is more Shabby Chic, and this is a dark pink. Let me check my time. Okay, I've got 30 minutes. So the first thing I want to do is get some of these going in here, and I'm partial to the pink ones. So I'm gonna pull the stems. I've got 3 stems on here, maybe, 4. I've got 4. And I'm just going to cut them off individually with my wire cutters. And we're going to, I may use some of the existing holes. And this will give us like a green base start with a little bit of extra decor for filling purposes. So right now I'm just kind of using existing holes, and we're giving this a base look. You always want to start with your base and then fill with flowers. Unless you're doing just flowers, and then, like say I was using something like this, and I was just going to put, and these do have stems on them. They're just on a cardboard for some reason. Bright Ideas. I have no clue where I got these, but they were in my room, so I just grabbed them. Bright Ideas accessories. I really, honestly, I don't know where I got them from, but if I was doing just this, I would just put all 4 of those down, like packed in there. So that's one look, or you can give it a more raised look, like I'm doing here. And I could probably still add some of those if I wanted to. And these are bendable, so if I wanted to, I could kind of get some bends going on here a little bit. Cut this last one. I'll make this one a little taller and stick it in the middle. Kind of turn this one a little bit and bend it this way. And I think at this point I am going to add some of this yellow because I think it will brighten it up. And they tear off, they do. And it gives me a little bit of a longer stem, but I still don't need that much. Okay. And you can hot glue these in as well. You always want to start with a base, though. Right, Tammy. If anyone was going to say that, it would be you. Yes, halfway. What are my... Oh, that's a good question. You know, they used to be tulips. But now... Yeah, right. Okay. Now they're forget-me-nots. And that's because, I don't know if most of you have heard this story, but when my mama passed away 3 years ago, was when I decided to start crafting online and trying to, you know, make friends and do what I love. She passed away like a month after that decision, and that whole year afterwards I just wasn't myself. I was very depressed. We were best friends and she lived with me, and I'm almost afraid to look up and look at the comments because it'll make me cry. But I got past that year and I said, girl, what would your mama want you to do? Because I know she's looking down on you and she would not want you to be, she would want you to be living your life, right? So I decided to get my life back together. Not that it was falling apart per se, but so this is what we have so far. Tilt it a little. There's a lot of greenery in there. And now we're going to start adding these. And I'm going to start with the dark pink. I love how they're twisty. You see that? The stems are twisty. I love that. Thank you, Tammy. So, I started going live, and I joined Chalkature and started that journey and made a lot of friends there. And then decided, I started watching a lot of crafters, and I decided that I was going to do both. because I've been crafting ever since I was like 14 years old, probably earlier than that, but that's what I remember because my mom was big on it. And then when I was 16, I started working at a party store, and that party store was more like, I don't know that anything compares to it today, because you could go in and you could get like party supplies, napkins and things like that, but I guess maybe it was like a Hobby Lobby, but you could also get crafting supplies, wreath making supplies and things like that. So I started making wreaths. Look at that one. Isn't that pretty? It's all those little pearls. I started making wreaths and bows. I was like an awesome bow maker back in the day. I still say to this day that's why my thumbs hurt so much, because you had to hold all that ribbon. But like between when you're making a bow by hand, you have to hold it with come on now. Phone's gonna give me a hard time unless, oh, here we go. I didn't have a point. And by the time you were done making your loops and holding it in the center with all your might so it didn't move, your thumb took a lot of a beating, I guess you could say. And it just would be sore by the end of the day, for sure. Even at, as a teenager, it would hurt me. So I, these kind of aren't long enough. I should have put them in there all together. Maybe I'll do that with the light pink one right in the center, because the other ones are sticking up too far, and I wanted the florals to be the spotlight in this. Okay, so I started out young, and when I got back into it, I'm not that great of a bow maker anymore. And it could be because of my thumbs, I don't know, but I discovered that I'm not that great of a bow maker anymore. And I also discovered that I could craft still, but I didn't want to do wreath making. So I jumped right back in, and I love making arrangements, and I love just crafts in general. And I've also discovered that I kind of can paint a little too. My brother is like an amazing artist. He lives in DC. Yeah, so I may have to do something to break these down a little, maybe bend them outwards so that they're not, or down like a weeping thing, so that they're not all sticking up like that. Anyway, longer story shorter, hopefully. I picked myself up and got back into crafting and started doing lives, and I'm making all kinds of friends, and I absolutely love it. And I'm meeting all kinds of people. That's one of my favorite things to do in the world. Oh, back to Bethwyn's question in just a moment. I love to travel, okay? I love old arts and old, I went to Italy once. That was my dream vacation. And just being amid all of that art, and it was mind-blowing to see Michelangelo work and things like that. It was mind-blowing. It was a dream come true for me. And all the architecture and things like that you see when you go abroad. But my favorite flower, to get back to that, is, and I just had this fleeting thought about the Ukraine and all the other countries that are going through war right now, and all of the structures that are being destroyed, churches and things like that. It's just so sad. The people more, of course, but so forget-me-nots. My mom was in the hospital, and I said, Mom, she asked me if I knew if she was going to pass away. And I was trying to keep it from her for as long as I could. She wanted to know what the doctors were saying and all that. So I told her yes, and, made sure that I was more, I didn't just blurt out yes. I was like, you know, are you afraid? If that's the case, are you afraid? And she said, I just don't want to be forgotten. And if you knew my mom, you knew, without a doubt, she was a character. Okay? And I looked at her and I said, Mama, that is not even a possibility, because to know you is an unforgettable thing. People just loved her. Even like I would go shopping with her, places like Lane Bryant and stuff like that. And if I went in there alone, they were like, where's your mom? And I'm like, oh, hi. I didn't bring her this time. What about me? People just loved her. She was quite the personality. And I loved that about her. And I cannot cut this one, so it's going to have to be shorter because it's all doubled up in the wire there. So she had quite the personality, and I loved that about her. But she was afraid she was going to be forgotten. And I said, Mom, look, I know that you have Jesus in your life and God in the center and all that, and I know that you know where you're going to go and you're not afraid of that. She said, no. And I said, good. So then the next thing, I'm going to try to make this longer. The next thing was this, people are going to forget me. And I said, Mom, that's not a thing. I will make sure of it. If you're afraid of that, I will make sure that people do not forget you, okay? And she was good after that. She was, you know, obviously nobody wants to die, but she felt better about the fact that her ailments were taking the better of her life, and she was ready. My stepdad had passed away, and he was the love of her life, and she was ready to go be with him. So she was content with that, and we did end up, you know, placing her in hospice because it just got to be too much toward the end. But I didn't have the equipment and all that to take care of her at home. But I sat with her right till the last second, and I miss her dearly to this day, of course. But at her memorial that we had for her, I made little memorial, you know how people will hand out memorial, keep track of the time, memorial cards. Instead of cards, I put together, with all my technical skills, I put together seed packets of forget-me-nots. And those forget-me-nots had on the back of the packet what a memorial card would have. And they had an expression of her presence here, Earthside, and they were handed out with the intent of people planting the forget-me-nots. So, Julie, I'll go with you. Plant it. I'll go with you. Right. They can. Although other countries can too. I've seen some pretty amazing stuff. Spain and yeah, but the Italians are known to be bricklayers. So yeah. I wouldn't mind going to Egypt and seeing the pyramids and stuff like that, you know. Just take me around the world, somebody, please. I guess I got to become rich first. But, anyway, the intent of the seed packets, I'm going to put this one in the middle more, was for people to plant them so that when their forget-me-nots grew, they would think of my mom. And that was my way of saying, you know, Mom didn't want us to forget her. So plant the seeds and remember her always. And that was my little way of making sure that she would not be forgotten. So forget-me-nots, to answer your question, took me 15 minutes to answer, are now my... I can't read that. Can't read that. Oh, Galleria. What does that say, Bethwin? So, yeah. So I'm not putting any more of these, and I'm not putting any more of these. And I'm not putting any more of these. And this is what we have. You know what? I may take another one of these. I kind of don't want to break this up, but I kind of need a little bit more here to fill around the side right here. See? So, get it? Girl, someone hit me for not wearing my glasses all the time. Galleria, I read it right. There's nothing like them. Oh my gosh, the Sistine Chapel, when I went in there, to know that Michelangelo almost was blind at that point in his life due to all of the painting that, oh, that's perfect. All of the painting that he did in dim light, because they painted by candlelight back then. His eyesight was so poor because of the fact that they did that, and that was just the norm for them, and that he did it like this. He did it upside down, painting on the ceiling, and a lot of what you see is his, oh, get over there, I wonder why, is his sarcasm. A lot of people don't know that, but our tour guide told us that there's a lot of sarcasm and rebellion in the ceiling paintings that he did in the Sistine Chapel against the king that, ooh, what's the word? Tammy, I'm thinking you might know. Oh, that's great, Tammy. That is so great. Yes. Yes, she is there always. An old Galleria, yes, they do. And a shopping center, yes. In that square, the, what do they call it? The Palazzo? Is that what it is? Grand and beautiful. Everything seems grand and beautiful in Europe. Yes, the next crafters. Crafty Peep. Tammy. Tammy broke away. I forgot what I was talking about. That's just me. Okay, so we filled in that little spot there, and we're pretty full all the way around here. And we've got all our little twisties, and the pink did come up a little bit higher, so I'm happy with that. But this is our little Shabby Chic creation for today. And I wanna check and see if I have a little springtime chocateur thing that I can put on a side of that. So bear with me for a second. I've got some little transfers that I just got in recently. Make this moment count. There's a little sunshine. Spread joy. Step into, oh, this is the Lots of Love one. We're all in this together. That's cute. Remember why you started. Shine bright. Step into the light. And then there's that little light bulb with the flowers. That's cute. Let's see. I'm looking for one of these little ones here. Oh, here we go. More trips, please. We were just talking about that. Then there's a flamingo. There's something. Oh, this would be cute. This would be cute. We don't have tulips, so I'm not going to use that. And I might go with either of these. Let's see. Garden vibes only. That's cute. And I could do that in just one color. What does that say? How lovely the silence of growing things. Oh, that's cute. Especially when they're not real. They're really quiet. I'm so sorry, Pauline. The king wanted to divorce. Yes. Scandalous. Scandalous, I tell you. Let's see. We spent every day together, and she was my best friend. That sounds like me. I didn't get to be with her when she passed. You were there. She was with you, trust me. Away because she died in her sleep on her 78th birthday. Wow. My mom was 78 when she passed away. Wow. I lost one of my fur babies 9 months ago. I'm so sorry. I lost one 2 years ago, and I know how that is. It's just awful. Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, I've got paw prints too, but not forget-me-not seeds. That's so cute. So you are the I have an idea. Are the paw prints like cast into something, or is it just paper? But even if it's just paper, you can somehow laminate it and put it in a frame, or do something with it, that epoxy stuff that they do, and put it in your garden and plant the seeds around it, the paw prints. That would be so cute. Or you could do it indoors so it doesn't get rained on. Put it in a frame next to a little pot that has the forget-me-nots in it. That would be so cute. Oh, is he 78? Just paper. That's okay. Just put it in a little bitty frame. I don't know how big your dog was. Mine was a little bitty, but if you frame the little paw prints, that may be too hard for you to look at on the daily. I don't know, but if you frame it and then put a little potted plant, something little like this, with potted forget-me-nots, I'm sure they'll grow just with partial sunlight. So I'm going to set these aside, and I'm going to open this real quick because I have 8 minutes. And if I don't finish, that's okay, because you're all going to just flip over to Crafty Creators Community, and or go to Crafty Peep after me and watch what she has planned for you tonight. So let me grab, I didn't plan this part, so let me grab my squeegee real quick. And let's cut up this transfer. You like this one, Tammy? I think that's the one you meant. I'm just going to cut this all the way across, like so. Oh, I have scissors for everything. These are my transfer scissors. Really? Ooh, he robbed him some Cradle Baby. Wow. We're about the same age, Tammy. Okay. There's my chalk paste. This is all new stuff here. And of course I'm gonna pick this up, and I'm gonna have to have a craft lunch. I don't see a pink right off the top, so we're just gonna go with green. I don't use green that often. We're gonna go with a lighter green. This one I think is pesto. I'll check in a second when I can see better. Let's see. Now I'm putting my eyes on, and it is pistachio. And we're not going to use pistachio. We are going to use another color, because this one is old and it's not any good anymore. It's probably about 3 years old. That's how long I've been with Chalkature. We are going to use Jade, which is almost as close. Yeah, here we go. This is the new paste. Oh, the hair on my desk. Okay. I think it's JJ's. All right, so I'm going to pick my best side. What's my best side? This is my best side. Yeah, I'm kind of liking this side. Okay, so we're going to put it here. Hopefully it fits, but if it doesn't and it goes off the bottom, that's okay. I just want to make sure I'm getting the words on here. And I'm going to fuzz it, and I don't have my fuzzing cloth handy, and I'm running out of time, so I'm going to fuzz it on me. Oh, the top left one. I didn't do the right one. Top left.
Julie said that she thought the idea of it did not see that.
Top left. This one? More trips, please? Is that the one, Tammy? certainly not burger time. I want to make sure. Oh. Ooh. That would fit perfect too. I know. Let me put this one back on. The backing. Oh, the okay. I know, I see. I'm just gonna put him on here. Let's just do the little watering can because I think it's adorable. It has a little flower in the middle. Wow. Totally missed that. Come on. Okay. Put this aside. Silence, yes, okay, all right, it's settled. We're gonna do this one. Yes, we're gonna do this one. What was top left? Oh, that's the one I picked, Tammy. Okay, so I'm gonna give this a stir, simply because sometimes the ink coloring that they use settles, so they tell us to stir, stir, stir. Then I'm just going to throw my stir stick in the water because I will clean that later. And with the magic of Chalk Couture, and don't forget to go watch Tammy with Crafty Peep in the Crafty Creators Community. You can either go to the community channel or to the her page directly, Crafty Peep. So I've got all my paste on here. Keep your fingers and toes crossed that this comes off correctly. I'm gonna get this extra paste off if I can without getting it on the side. Fingers and toes, guys. Yes! Okay. I'm gonna just put this on top and turn this around and show you. It did go off the bottom, but I got all the words in there and it's a little off center, but that is okay. That is okay, guys. It is okay.
Looks good to me.
Can you see? No, you can't see because I'm going the wrong way. Okay. Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? I hope it's shabby chic. I think it is. I think it's definitely shabby chic. If I want my flowers to kind of bend down a little, I can do that. I can move them around and bend them as I want. I like how that little leaf is coming down. There's one tucked in. I can maybe get another one to train to go down a little. Well, that's perfect. There we go. So that is what I have for you guys today. There is 1 minute left. If you don't see Tammy with Crafty Peep on the page right away, just keep refreshing and she will pop up. I'm sure she's ready to hit go live. And hey Agatha, thank you for joining. Very feminine. Good. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. 3 minutes? Do I have 3 minutes?
No,
Or
7:59.
7:59. That's what I thought. Bethwin, is it 3 minutes in Australia? Is that what it is? Thank you, Pauline. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, Bethwin. Hop on over. It's that time. Hop on over and watch Tammy. I will be there or be square. See you there. God bless everyone.